Alright, hello and welcome to Bevo's Tech Pack, episode Server Restart. Let's try that again. Hello and welcome to Bevo's Tech Pack, episode 12. So, I've been doing some stuff around here. I've actually not been able to play too terribly much. The main thing that I've been doing is, if we come in here, you might notice that I actually have a ceiling in here for now. This is just regular oak wood, so I mean it's not terribly attractive or anything, but for now it does what it needs to do. When I eventually get this floor finished, that's probably going to be changed, because like I said, I've been playing with the marble here. I kind of like the way that looks in the intro area. I just need to make a lot more clay, and to do the clay I need dye, and I just don't have that yet. That's a future goal that I need to do. But we could come over here. I was messing around with a little elevator design thing. I'm not really quite sold on this. I might just get rid of the structure itself and just leave the floor like this. But if we go upstairs here, you can see we have, this room is also completely torched up. We have spruce on the floor and oak on the roof. And it's pretty much like this for the entire bit of the tower. All the way up until the garden up here. So it's going pretty good. Oh, and I have a stupid amount of mana since this thing has been running for the past week, just off of the day blooms, plus whatever TNT I think to throw on this guy right here. It's my favorite flower. Alright. Other than that, I've actually not done too much more in the way of like Botania stuff. I do need to get back into that. There's a few items that I want to try to make or play with. I also want to mess around a little bit with Flaxbeard's steam power, though to be honest at this point, it's, I have other things that I definitely need to do before I try that. Oh, let's steal this string for now. It's not stealing if I take it for myself. Alright, do we have anything in there? No, okay. And down we go. Alright, so what I want to do today, pretty much most of my food that I've been eating the past few episodes, I've been just eating a variety of blackberries, blackberry juice, and fruit punch. And that works, it's okay. But I've had a better idea. Recently with the horn that I made that's from Botania, I can't think of the name and I forgot where I put it. Oh, there it is. The Horn of the Wild. This thing is amazing. I basically went on a rampage in the Twilight Forest with this thing, breaking grass, getting flowers, and getting a bunch of seeds and stuff from Harvestcraft. Included in that, I actually managed to get soy seeds and chili seeds and a bunch of other stuff. I actually have them growing over here in the farming station. Oh, and I finally got 2 extra ones of these ender lilies, so that's something. But if we come in here, you can see I've got a lot of food stuff here saved up, so I mean I'm doing pretty good so far in the way of like food resources. What I'm thinking though is, I would like to put the soybean stuff to use. I know there's a few good meal... God, once I crack up I can't speak right. There are a few good meals that you can make in Harvestcraft that are like exceptionally good. And I'm thinking one of those that I want to try is I want to try to make chili. I want to try to make extreme chili. And perhaps, I know there is something else that you can make with spice leaf and tomatoes and bell peppers. I might actually have the materials needed to make a pizza, which would be pretty neat. For now, though, my main goal is just to see how good the actual chili stuff is. From what I remember from a different pack, is actually quite good. I'm not sure how it'll fare here. It should restore the majority of hunger and saturation, though, so that's will be interesting to see. So I have these guys set up here. These are the pressers from... that is the wrong button. Alright, there we go. They are the pressers from Harvestcraft, and they are what you need to actually make soybeans into something that you can eat. They don't take power or anything, they just passively work, so they take a little bit of time. And this takes the soybean to soy milk. If you run it through again, it should take it to silken tofu, I believe. And then one last time we'll take it to firm tofu. In previous versions, you would actually run a soybean through and it would give you a silken tofu and a soy milk instead of just one or the other. For now, it does not do that though. Alright, so what we have here. I might need an actual crafting window for this. So what we're looking for is the recipe for chili. Ooh, I can make fried chicken. Chili. Okay, so this calls for onion, beans, meat. I need the beans. I was thinking you could make a beanless chili. Alright, let's go get some of the beans. Alright. There we go, and beans. And do I have any wood on me? Well, it is a... let's just go to the roof. Just a matter of mashing a button. Alright. So here we go. I need beans. I need this tofu stuff. I need a pepper. I believe I need a pot, and I think I need a mixing bowl. There we go, chili. And that's actually a lot of food restored. And these guys don't get used up, so it's definitely something that can be automated. And if I were to eat this, it would totally cap out everything that I have right now. And for an added bonus, I can actually differentiate this between regular chili by adding another pepper. And it's pretty much just the same. It's actually a little bit more hunger, it looks like. So that's a definitely easy way to get a good, useful meal to fill stuff back up without worrying too much about spice of life getting in the way. The other thing I was thinking of would be interesting to do would maybe doing pizzas. Which is a bakeware, dough, cheese, tomato, it's firm tofu. So I would just mainly need to make cheese, which I can actually do with the soy milk and salt. And salt can be gotten from boiling fresh water. Well, I say boiling, you're crafting with a pot. It's basically what it is. So that's fairly easy. That does take a lot more steps, but there might be something else that we could do. So you have bell peppers, right? What do you want to be used for? A stir fry, veggie stir fry, beans and rice. I already got you in chili. Kebabs. Kebabs are pretty good for saturation, not so good for hunger. Same thing for the mixed salad. Stuffed peppers, ooh. That's not bad. Looks like stuffed peppers might be the best bet for just using peppers as a base. How about chilies in general? Let's see, chicken curry, curry rice, guacamole, veggie stir fry, zesty zucchini, beans and rice. How's beans and rice? It's not terrible. Chili's better. Actually, chili is better than most things here, it looks like. Yeah. Definitely not upset with that. Let's see if we can get our hunger down a little bit. Come on, drain. I might have to do this for a little bit. One of the other things I was thinking might be really interesting to check out is some of the stuff in GrowthCraft. Like all civilized people, I've decided to do my brewing in my front yard. I'll work on getting an actual place to mess with it inside once I actually start working on like the little food court area. But until then, just to see how this stuff works, I figure right here is a decent enough spot. So I have a fruit press right here. This is for basically taking stuff like I can put apples or grapes if I had them in here, and I would be able to turn them into the juice variant. Excuse me. The problem I run into is I don't have any of those. I definitely don't have any apples. But what I do have access to is this brew kettle, though before I can really make any use of it, I need a way to heat it up. And the easiest way for me to do that is to use some netherrack. It's burning. I don't know if you can use lava or anything else for this, I just know that this works. And if I go ahead and put that right off the side of the... Yeah, there we go. So this shows that it's got heat, it's however not doing anything right now. The interface here can be kind of confusing, but basically what happens is you put in a liquid on the left, you process it with an item from the center, and it ends up resulting in the item on the right. And for some reason you can switch the liquids back and forth, which is interesting. Let's go ahead and get a infinite source here for now. There we go. If we go ahead and right click, did that eat my bucket? Okay, no, good. So it's got a bucket of water. It's got 1,000 units. What I want to go ahead and put in is some rice here. I have to use the GrowthCraft rice for this. You can't use anything from HarvestCraft. It doesn't go right. And unfortunately, while you can turn the GrowthCraft rice into HarvestCraft rice, you cannot turn it the other way around. Oh, that's interesting. This makes bone meal in the process. Anyway, the basic way that I'm not going to have enough to make a bucket, am I? No. That's unfortunate. The basic way that this works from what I've seen so far, it basically behaves like vanilla potion brewing. You end up starting with your base liquid. In this case, it's going to be sake, since I'm using rice. And then to it, you would add nether wart, and then another effect. I know you can add nether wart, you can add redstone dust, and I believe you can add glowstone dust too. So, I mean, it's pretty similar. It's not exactly, but it's similar. And now to actually do anything with the sake, I would actually need to put it in a ferment barrel. Right now, I actually can't put it in there, though, because I don't have enough to bucket out. I would need another 375 millibuckets. What I can do, though, is I might have a fluid transfer node up here. What were you? Item. This is what I get for thinking that I'm ready to go and I have everything that I need. I can never do that right. There's something around here. I really don't know what it is, and I'm worrying it might be the TNT gen stuff, because it didn't get really bad until I built this. But it is not liking my computer. I am, like I've mentioned this before, I am playing on a server, so this is everything that's being piped to me over the internet, so it's nothing local. Alright, stone transport, crops, yeah, that's not going to be helpful. Items, item trader locator. Do you have anything fluid in here? No, we have fluids. Transfer. And a pearl bucket. I can do that, I think. Yeah, we have the pearls. Let's see if that'll... So we just need the transfer node. Well, the pipes. Let's get a better recipe for pipes. Slabs. Okay, do I have smooth stone? I do. Okay. It's actually more than I needed. Alright, so it's going to be transport. Okay. Transfer. Yeah, that used to give like I think 32 by default or something. So it's definitely a reduced amount. There we go, transfer node liquid. I definitely will not use these guys for like longer runs of stuff. I've had some extra utilities stuff cause really, really bad lag, and if you used it in really large networks. But for like one-off stuff like this, it's perfect. Alright, and that should be putting the sake in here, okay. And then as soon as we put the nether wart in, it starts to process. This is fairly slow, actually. It's basically, this is going up and down all the time, which is okay. But there's a second bar right here that's got to get all the way to the top. And as far as I know, this is pretty much just a process of waiting, so it does take a while. So if you are making this stuff, you definitely want to make sure that you have a full barrel, because it's it would make much more sense to do this once rather than however many times that you would have to. I don't know if there's any way you can speed this up. I mean, if it's just a ferment barrel, I don't think you would do anything else to it. I mean, I don't know if you'd add... No, that wouldn't make sense to add fire to it. It's a freaking wooden barrel. Yeah, you can see it's just going a little bit right there. So I'll tell you what, we'll go ahead and let this do its thing here. We'll check back on it in a little bit later to see what ends up resulting from the sake. I might try to find a little bit more rice so I can get an even bucket's worth. Actually, you know what, let's see if maybe, just maybe, we can use the stuff from... If I was horribly wrong, that would be great. I don't think I am, though. Ooh, got another ender pearl. Well, another ender lily, rather. Yeah, we can't use that. That's unfortunate. Can make onigiri. I think the only way that I could really use that is if I were able to get a oh, what's it called? A unifier from Mine Factory Reloaded, because I think they are technically OR dictionary, and I would be able to... What is that? Oh. I would be able to tell it to convert back to the Growthcraft stuff. But I think Pam's comes up first in the OR dictionary. Let's go ahead and get the Ender Lily seed here. Oh, that's a lot of soy stuff. I need to just take a stack. I definitely need to get started processing some of this stuff. Luckily, I'm going to have a bit more free time in the next few days, so I'll definitely be able to get some interesting things going. And since these guys are kind of slow, the best bet here is just to do everything in parallel. Alright, yeah, this is bad right now. You can't really tell, but, well, you can't see from here, but right now my frames per second dropped down to 20, so I think I might need to redo that TNT stuff. It's not doing me good. I think I finally figured out how you actually end up growing this rice. So I tried to plant it in the soil here, and it has absolutely no effect. And so I did the only reasonable thing, and I read the manual. It's, yeah. If you right-click on tilled soil with a shovel, it should make a patty. There we go. And when you have this, you can actually plant rice. That actually looks pretty freaking awesome. And it's just a matter of doing that all the way out, and it will make a nice little area where you can grow rice and stuff. See if I can bone meal this. Yes, okay. That's actually really effective bone meal. And then 2 became 4. Do I need to right-click again, or what's up with this? I wonder why this goes back to being dry. Do I have to, like, totally till it again? Huh. Shovel? That's funny, you can actually plant it in the water there. I don't know what's up with this. It's not letting me till it again, because I've been using my atomic disassembler for that. Do I need to actually break the ground and then put it back down again? Because I can't plant. Why is that growing the entire patty? That's crazy. That can't be right. That really can't be right. Tell you what, let's the soil's not hydrated. Okay, that might be it. That might be why it's not working. And I bet if I were to till this and give it a sec to go back to the darker color. Maybe? How about, yeah. It's not hydrated. Okay. Do I have to put water in it? No. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, that's freaking amazing. I approve of that. I wonder if that means that you could have like water running off into it to actually keep it hydrated. Let's just make a big old freaking rice paddy here. We will have sake for days. Or at least until passing out. Of course, I only have one thing of bone meal left. Bam. That's fairly good, though. It looks like it's doing a 3x3 area for growth. That's impressive. What we can do, though, to speed this up so I can try my next trick is to get the watering can. Ye olde watering can, which I have pretty much stopped using. It's a great little thing, but it is annoying to have to hold it all the time to use it. And as such, I think I've lost it. Alright, so we have all this rice ready to harvest. Okay, so let's get our bountiful yield here. And I don't know why I punched that one, it wasn't ready. Alright, so we have this here. It's nice, it's not doing anything. It's not going to hydrate until I get water back in. What I want to find out is if I have water over here, will it flow into the paddy and hydrate it that way? And just for the sake of not getting water everywhere, we're going to channel it. Because if this does work, I am going to be freaking excited. So it will hydrate the area that it flows onto, but it will not hydrate any additional areas. I wonder if flowing water will harvest this stuff. Oh my. So I'm going to be the first to admit what I'm thinking of for this is not entirely practical, but that would actually be really cool. You could have a system so that it will hydrate the soil and flush the rice down. You'd still have to manually plant it, though. That or create slave robots to do it for you. There's always a place for slave robots. That is interesting, though. I also have more rice than I need now. I've only got one. Yeah, I've only got one thing of bone meal left, so we'll save that for later. Oh, there you are. Alright, let's get back to the tower. The sake should be about done. Almost. We have to hurry. Now, as far as I know, even though I'm adding more stuff into this as it's going, it's not going to reset the progress, so I should be able to get it up to a full bucket's worth of stuff. Yeah, we're going to make it. Alright, good. Excellent. While this is going, I need to make some glass bottles. I should have some sand down in our ME system. Oh yeah. Do I have any just regular glass? I do. Okay, that's even easier. Now, even though this is like brewing this kind of stuff, you actually do end up using glass bottles for each individual, quote, potion, drink, whatever. Alright, so this guy's almost done. And the only thing that this is going to do, this should just make a really basic sake that's got a boost to it. I need to get rid of some of this junk. Get rid of you. Alright, so we're almost done here. Anyway, what should happen is I should end up with a thing of... Let's see if we can pull it up here. I should end up with a barrel full of the fermented sake, which is an odd way to look at it, but yeah. You can also make potent sake and extended sake, which is used by glowstone and redstone. However, for the sake of this, I'm just going to do the basic stuff. And this is a regular fluid too, even though I've already used the thing. You can actually store this stuff in like tanks and stuff, which is actually really freaking awesome. So you can like craft this stuff up on demand, though it does take 20 minutes for the fermentation to go through. And I think it's 20 minutes per stage, so if you want the extended or the potent sake, you're going to be spending the better part of an hour making it. So this is definitely something you're better off having ready ahead of time. Alright, so sake fermented. Let's go ahead and put a bottle in here. Can I put a bottle in here? Can I just right-click it? Yeah, okay. Is there... Oh, interesting. I thought that made a lot less than that. Alright, sake fermented, 65% chance of tipsy, speed, and jump boost. So, okay, this is normal. Let's take off step assist. Get rid of you sticks. Oh, let's turn off jetpack. Alright, so... Oh, I can't jump on that. Okay, is there something over here I can't jump on? Okay, I shouldn't be able to jump on this, right? Okay, good. It's take a dose. Okay, so our screen pulled back a little bit because of the speed, and we should have a jump boost. Okay, let's see how much of a jump boost we got. Not quite enough to jump up there. See if we can jump on the top of this cable. So yeah, it's about a block. It's about half of a block of a boost. That's pretty good. Alright, so I think for the last bit of today, what I'm going to do, I've had a blaze spawner for quite a while that I made. I have not actually been able to use it though, because, to be quite frankly, I've forgotten about it. But what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and set up a blaze spawner area, because I do need blaze rods, and it would go a long way to allow me to actually start making some more interesting stuff. That and the fact, I just want to kill blazes, because F them. Let's see, I should have everything I need downstairs. Alright, so we're just going to go over here real quick. I've been working on getting the stuff together for an MFR grinder. There we go. So that's good. I think the only other thing that I'm really going to need from this is a chest. I will worry about upgrading this to something proper later. For now, though, I don't need to worry about this thing getting too terribly full. Let's see, we got the spawner, we got the capacitor, grinder, that's good, chest. No, that should be fine. You know what? No, do I have the stuff to make a tank from Ender IO? One of those guys would actually be quite useful. I need bars. Whoa. Okay, let's try using shift this time. Alright, fluid tank. Excellent. These fluid tanks are actually really, really nice. We're also going to need energy conduit. Alright, you can see the that's where I produce all the oxygen from my TNT generator over there. Let's see, where do we want to put this? I need to be able to get easy access to it, so I'm thinking making a little room off of this hallway here would be pretty good. I can probably forget having a big room here and just have a bunch of little rooms with mob spawners and grinders and stuff set up. Of course, if I were smart, I could use one room for multiple spawns, but no, let's forget that. What I don't have at the moment is I actually don't have any materials for the skystone stuff. I'd have to go finding some more, so for now we're just going to use stone bricks and I'll fix it later. I think this needs about a 5x5 area for spawning stuff. It might need more. Hopefully it doesn't. Now, I have the capacitor to this I was going to put in. I don't know if that's actually going to be a terrible idea or a good idea to try, because there is the possibility that it will increase the spawning area, and that would be terrible. So far, so good. Got a little bit of essence. No blaze rod, though. Oh, hey, it's called essence now? Mob essence bucket, essence liquid. So it's had a name change. That's interesting. Oh, there we go. That's a blaze rod. Alright. Oop. So let's go ahead real quick and slip a capacitor in there. No, I hope this does not supercharge this thing. That would be supercharging. As long as they're all inside that room, though, we're good. I think we're good. The only thing I really need to add to this is I definitely need to put some sort of redstone control on that. I know you can make the insulated redstone conduit so that I can have a line running from basically, say, there to like right here, so I can just hit a lever to turn it on and off. Because this will suck my power out. If I can hit it from here, does this tell you it's using 960 redstone flux per tick, so that's actually taking up a very large amount of what I'm generating right now. It's actually taking up the majority of it. So I might want to replace that with a lower tier capacitor. Yeah, because I'm still power positive. It's just very, very little is coming in. Alright, so yeah, the octadic capacitor is probably overkill. For now, I guess what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and... Oh, can I please get that again without breaking the glass? That was the wrong button. There we go. Let's go ahead and take this out, because this only uses 160. That's much more manageable. And while it is going to be a slower amount of mob generation, I can definitely deal with that. Oh no! Okay, so no, I need a bigger area. Okay, 5 by 5. It's that area is not big enough. It's got to be bigger. Okay, darn. You stop that. For now, let's just go ahead and cut power here. Okay, good. So that should blow through what I had in there fairly quickly, and it should stop spawning stuff. I mean, we got 13 blaze rods. I'll take it. This thing's totally full of energy still. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be working on this a little bit between episodes. I figured what I'll be able to do is I have some other spawners too. I can set up a skeleton one, and I have a zombie one. What I would really like to find out is I know that there are a bunch of spawners for stuff in the Twilight Forest, and I do have the little spider one that I got from the maze. And while it drops the item, I don't know if that actually works with the powered spawner, and I definitely want to try that. What I'm thinking, though, is inside of the Twilight Forest, there are the big, huge towers and stuff where you have a bunch of all the mobs and stuff. It would be interesting. It's not really needed, but it would be interesting to see if I could get a spawner for the golems, and if I can get one of those, if I can actually farm the, what is it? It's tower wood or something wood and iron that they drop. That'd be pretty neat. I mean, failing that though, this is pretty nice. I still want to try putting a skeleton spawner in the Nether to see if I can get wither skeletons that way. That would definitely be something to add on to my Nether hub. And by hub, I mean my little square room. And I could probably power that locally just by heat gens without needing to pump any power in. So that is also a really that's actually not a bad project to work on. Tell you what, I'll be doing that next episode. I'm definitely going to be getting that wither skeleton farm thing set up. Anyway, for now, I want to go ahead and thank you for watching this episode of Bevo's Tech Pack. If you have any questions or comments, please leave a message below. And especially if you have any suggestions as to some of the stuff that might be neat to see on the floors of my tower here, I would definitely like to hear it. Like I said, I was thinking maybe turning this into like a main entryway lobby. No real machines down here, just purely decorative stuff. Maybe have like a little food court. Or I could have a floor dedicated to like food stuff and have it so that there's like, say, 4 or 3 restaurants set up. They'll share like either, say, the back wall, and there'll be like a little eating area or whatever. I think that might be a little bit interesting. Definitely want to do a library if you have any suggestions for that. And for the 3rd floor, it's probably going to be a workshop. And for the workshop, it's not going to be stuff that's like automated, because I want to actually have everything automated down below in my basement. The workshop's going to be for stuff I either want to do one-off, or it's stuff that I want to do, but I don't want to actually go through the process of automating. Because while you can do it in AE, it is now something that it's much better to automate just the things that you know you'll need to do many, many times than to automate everything. Anyway, it's that tangent aside. Again, I want to thank you for watching the episode. Have a good weekend, and I will see you next week.